Everything you've been told about your energy is incomplete on purpose. The idea that energy is something abstract, reserved for monks or mystics, is a carefully crafted illusion. The truth is, you are already using energy manipulation every single day, whether you realize it or not. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions shape your reality in ways most people never fully understand. And that's exactly what certain institutions, industries, and even so-called spiritual gurus want to keep hidden. Why? Because if you truly understood how to harness and direct your energy, you wouldn't need their expensive courses, exclusive retreats, or endless teachings designed to keep you dependent. The biggest secret isn't in what they teach, it's in what they withhold. This video is about cutting through the noise and showing you exactly what's been hidden. No fluff, no unnecessary mysticism, just direct, actionable knowledge that can change how you interact with the world around you. By the time you finish watching, you'll understand why you're already manipulating energy daily without realizing it. The 3 hidden barriers stopping you from full energy mastery. Practical techniques that can shift your energy instantly, no years of practice required. The exact method to apply these secrets to improve your health, mental clarity, and even life opportunities. And here's the best part. These techniques don't require belief. They work whether you believe in them or not. Because energy is not about belief, it's about function. Just like gravity, it operates regardless of whether you acknowledge it. For years, I was trapped in the cycle of chasing enlightenment, buying into the idea that true energy mastery was reserved for those who spent decades meditating in solitude. But then something changed. I had an experience that shattered that illusion. I realized that energy isn't something you gain, it's something you activate. And once I started applying these principles, things began shifting fast. Synchronicities became frequent. My intuition sharpened. Opportunities appeared seemingly out of nowhere. But here's what truly blew my mind. The same shifts started happening to the people around me as well. Friends, family, even strangers who applied these techniques without overcomplicating them. This is not just theory. This is real. And in the next few minutes, you'll understand exactly why this knowledge has been so carefully hidden. So stay with me, because what you're about to hear may challenge everything you thought you knew about energy. But once you see the full picture, there's no going back. Let's begin. Right now, you are being influenced by forces you can't see, forces that shape the way you think, feel, and act. Every time you scroll through your phone, every time you make a decision you thought was your own, every time you feel a sudden shift in perception, there's a chance you've just been quantum influenced. But here's what they don't want you to know. Quantum mechanics isn't just a playground for scientists. It's a tool of power, one that has already been mastered by governments, corporations, and secretive institutions for decades. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how these hidden quantum-based influence techniques work, how they distort your reality without you noticing, and, most importantly, how to break free. If you've ever felt like something invisible is pulling the strings behind the scenes, you're absolutely right. And today, we expose it. Stay with me because we'll uncover the hidden quantum realities that shape your everyday choices without your awareness. How quantum physics is already being used against you in media, marketing, and even finance. And the exact countermeasures you can start using today to take back control of your own reality. But before we get to that, you need to understand one critical truth. The quantum technology you hear about in mainstream media is decades behind what's actually being used against you. The real breakthroughs in quantum manipulation aren't found in scientific journals or tech blogs. They're classified, reserved for those who understand how to shape human perception at its most fundamental level. And if you don't know how these forces work, you're already at a disadvantage. Let's get into. They don't want you to know this, but you're already manipulating energy every single day. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, every decision you make sends out a frequency that interacts with the world around you. Whether you're aware of it or not, you're constantly shaping reality through your energy field. But here's the problem. Most people are doing it unconsciously. Instead of directing their energy with intention, They let external forces dictate how their energy moves. Society, media, personal fears, these all influence energy without people realizing it. And when you don't control your own energy, someone else will. Let's break this down. Right now, think about a time when you just knew something was going to happen before it did. Maybe you had a feeling someone was about to call you, and they did. Or you walked into a room and instantly picked up on the tension, even before anyone spoke. That wasn't just intuition. That was your energy field interacting with the energy around you. Every thought and emotion you experience is a form of energy. Science backs this up. The human body generates an electromagnetic field measurable several feet beyond the skin. Your heart alone produces a field that extends outward, influencing everything it comes into contact with. When you're feeling confident, your energy is expansive. People notice. They respond to it. When you're anxious or fearful, your energy contracts. You become less noticeable, your presence weaker. This isn't just a mental state, it's a frequency shift. And it affects everything from your interactions to the opportunities that appear in your life. But this is exactly where the system keeps people trapped. Energy awareness threatens control. If people fully understood how their energy shapes reality, entire industries would collapse. Think about it. If you knew how to shift your emotional frequency, would you still rely on pharmaceutical companies for mood stabilizers? If you could harness energy for healing, would you be as dependent on a broken healthcare system? If you understood how your thoughts directly shape your experiences, would you still buy into fear-based media narratives? Governments, corporations, and even spiritual gatekeepers benefit from keeping people disconnected from their own energy power. That's why mainstream science largely ignores energy fields beyond basic biology. That's why meditation, visualization, and frequency work are often dismissed as woo-woo nonsense. Because if people truly applied these techniques, they would become much harder to manipulate. Here's a question to consider. Have you ever felt drained just by being around certain people? That's not in your imagination. Some individuals unconsciously or intentionally pull energy from others. In environments like workplaces or crowded areas, energy exchange happens all the time. If you don't learn how to regulate and protect your energy, you're at the mercy of external forces. If this sounds too mystical, let's talk science. Quantum physics has already proven that everything at its core is energy vibrating at different frequencies. The observer effect in quantum mechanics demonstrates that reality shifts depending on conscious attention. Experiments show that particles behave differently when observed, meaning consciousness directly affects the material world. Even mainstream biology acknowledges energy in limited ways. Studies on the biofield, the electromagnetic field generated by living beings, suggest that it plays a role in health, intuition, and even nonverbal communication. Ancient traditions have known this for centuries. Whether it's the Chinese concept of qi, the Indian idea of prana, or the Western notion of the etheric body, cultures across the world have described energy fields long before modern science started catching up. But here's what they don't tell you. You don't need to study for years to tap into this. You don't need gurus, secret initiations, or expensive courses. You're already working with energy every day. The key is learning to do it deliberately. Right now, think about an experience where you unintentionally influenced the situation with your energy. Maybe you walked into a room in a bad mood, and suddenly everyone else started acting irritated too. Or you stayed calm in a chaotic situation, and people around you naturally began to settle down. That wasn't coincidence. That was energy manipulation in action. Energy responds to dominance. The strongest frequency in a given space tends to influence everything else. This is why a single confident person can change the entire mood of a group. It's also why fearful or stressed individuals attract more of the same experiences. This is the secret hidden in plain sight. The world isn't happening to you. You are influencing it every moment with your energy. Most people think they need to fight external forces to change their lives. But the real shift happens internally. When you start mastering your own energy field, reality begins adjusting to match it. Take a moment to reflect. Can you think of a time when your energy shaped an outcome without you realizing it? Drop your experience in the comments. You might be surprised how many others have felt the same thing. If this is so powerful, why isn't everyone talking about it? The truth is, energy mastery disrupts control. The more people understand how their energy shapes reality, the less dependent they become on external systems. This is why traditional schooling doesn't teach emotional or energetic intelligence. Instead, people are conditioned to believe they have little control over their circumstances. They are taught to obey systems, not question them. The few who do discover energy techniques often find incomplete or fragmented teachings, just enough to keep them searching, but never enough to truly master their power. But that ends now. In the next section, we'll break down the 3 biggest barriers keeping people from mastering energy manipulation and how to overcome them instantly. Because once you remove these blocks, everything changes. Stay with me, because what's coming next might be the most important realization you've ever had about your own power. Most people never fully harness their energy because they're trapped by invisible barriers. These blocks aren't just mental, they shape the way energy moves through and around them. Remove these and energy manipulation becomes effortless. 1. The subconscious conditioning trap. From childhood, people are conditioned to ignore their energetic power. Schools teach facts, not intuition. Society rewards logic over feeling. The media reinforces a reality where success, happiness, and health seem external, something to chase, rather than something to generate from within. The result? Most people are cut off from their own energy. They second-guess their instincts. They dismiss intuitive nudges. They live entirely in the physical, unaware that the unseen forces, thoughts, emotions, frequencies, are what truly shape reality. Breaking free from this conditioning starts with one shift: awareness. Right now, pay attention to the way you feel. Your emotions aren't just reactions. They're frequencies. Every belief you hold has an energetic weight. Every time you say, "I'm not good at this," or "that's impossible," you reinforce an energetic pattern. But the moment you recognize that these thoughts are just programs, not ultimate truths, you gain the power to rewrite them. 2. The frequency lock. Energy moves in patterns. When someone stays in a particular emotional state for long enough, their default frequency gets locked in. Ever notice how some people always seem to attract chaos? No matter how much they try to change, the same struggles follow them. That's not bad luck. It's an energetic pattern repeating itself. Their frequency is locked into a certain state, and reality mirrors it back. The good news? Frequencies can shift. A powerful way to break a frequency lock is through conscious disruption. This can be as simple as changing your daily routine in unexpected ways, listening to specific frequencies or music that alters brainwave activity, practicing visualization techniques that trick the mind into experiencing a different emotional state. The goal is to disrupt the autopilot mode and introduce new energy into the system. Once this happens, reality starts responding differently. 3. The external control mechanism. Here's the harsh truth. There are systems designed to keep people's energy in check. This isn't conspiracy, it's how power structures operate. Societies function more predictably when people remain in controlled emotional states. Fear, stress, and division create lower vibrational energy, which is easier to manipulate. Think about it. Why is fear constantly pushed through the news? Why is stress normalized in modern work culture? Why is self-doubt reinforced through advertising? Because lower vibrational states weaken personal energy fields. A person in survival mode has no time to focus on energetic mastery. They stay reactive, not proactive. And that's exactly what these systems want. The way out is to reclaim emotional sovereignty. Instead of reacting to external triggers, start observing them. The moment you realize that external chaos is designed to hijack your energy, you stop playing the game. Mastery begins when you decide where your energy goes. Instead of feeding fear, feed creation. Instead of absorbing stress, radiate calm. Instead of being controlled by the system, become the one who shapes it. This isn't philosophy, it's energy mechanics. And once you understand how it works, everything shifts. Once the barriers to energy mastery are removed, the next step is learning how to channel energy consciously. This isn't about working harder or forcing effort. It's about alignment. When energy moves freely, everything feels effortless. Manifestation speeds up, intuition sharpens, and the body operates at peak performance. 1. Tuning into the body's natural energy flow. The body is a living energy field, constantly generating and exchanging frequencies. Most people, however, are disconnected from this natural flow due to stress, tension, and overstimulation. To restore balance, a breathwork, controlled breathing isn't just for relaxation. It resets the body's energy circuits. Practices like diaphragmatic breathing or alternate nostril breathing immediately shift energetic states. Grounding techniques, walking barefoot on natural surfaces, spending time in sunlight, or simply focusing on bodily sensations help realign the body's bioelectric field. Tension release. Stiffness and tightness physically block energy. Regular movement, stretching, or even shaking the body helps unclog these blocks and restore natural flow. When energy moves without resistance, fatigue disappears, and the body naturally enters a high-energy state. 2. Aligning thoughts with energy. Thoughts aren't just mental activity. They're energetic signals that shape reality. A scattered, unfocused mind sends conflicting frequencies, making results inconsistent. To create clear, aligned energy, intentional thought focus. Instead of random or chaotic thinking, practice focusing on one idea or intention with full presence. A mental decluttering. Too much mental noise weakens energy. Reducing unnecessary information intake, excessive social media, news, or background distractions strengthens the power of thought. The affirmation with emotion. Words alone have limited power, but when paired with strong emotional energy, they create real shifts. Saying, "I am powerful," without feeling it does nothing. But feeling the energy of power as the words are spoken rewires the subconscious. Thoughts aligned with strong, clear emotions amplify energy flow and reshape external reality. 3. Activating the energy centers, chakras, and biofields. Every ancient system, from Eastern traditions to modern quantum models, acknowledges that energy moves through specific centers in the body. These aren't just metaphysical ideas. Science has shown that the human biofield emits measurable electromagnetic frequencies. To activate energy centers, lower centers, root and sacral, strengthen with movement, breathwork, and grounding. Middle centers, solar and heart, open with deep breathing, gratitude practices, and emotional release. Upper centers, throat, third eye, crown, stimulate with visualization, sound frequencies, and deep states of focus. When these centers are balanced, energy flows without restriction, unlocking heightened perception, stronger intuition, and effortless action. 4. Shifting from consumption to creation. Energy is either absorbed or generated. Most people are stuck in consumption mode, absorbing information, entertainment, and external stimuli without producing anything. This creates an imbalance, leading to stagnation. The fastest way to amplify energy is to create instead of consume. Instead of watching, start making. Instead of reacting, start initiating. Instead of absorbing emotions from the external world, generate your own. Creative energy is the most potent force. It expands naturally, bringing clarity, vitality, and purpose. This isn't just about personal power. It's about becoming an energetic force in the world. The more energy flows freely, the more influence you have over your own reality. Unlocking energy flow is one thing, keeping it sustained is another. Many people experience brief moments of high energy but struggle to maintain it long-term. The key isn't about constantly forcing energy, but rather building a self-replenishing system where energy naturally renews itself. 1. Eliminating energy leaks. Just like a battery, the human system has leaks that drain energy without notice. Identifying and closing these leaks is the first step to sustaining high energy levels. Overthinking and mental loops. Excessive analysis and repetitive thoughts act like background apps draining a phone's battery. Practicing mental stillness or setting clear mental boundaries can stop unnecessary energy loss. Toxic interactions. Being around people who drain energy, whether through negativity, drama, or constant complaints, can exhaust even the most energetic person. Setting firm boundaries preserves personal energy. Unfinished tasks and commitments. Open loops in life, projects left hanging, unresolved issues, create subconscious stress, which subtly drains energy. Closing these loops, even by making a final decision, frees up energy for what truly matters. Once energy leaks are removed, the body and mind naturally retain more power, leading to greater endurance and clarity. 2. Syncing with natural energy cycles. Instead of pushing against nature, working with natural rhythms amplifies energy effortlessly. The body follows ultradian rhythms, meaning energy moves in cycles of 90 to 120 minutes before needing a reset. To maximize energy, work in focused cycles instead of forcing productivity all day. Short bursts of deep focus followed by short breaks prevent burnout. Honor sleep-wake rhythms. The body naturally recharges through deep sleep, and disrupting it weakens energy levels. Use daylight exposure strategically. Morning sunlight signals the body to produce the right hormones for energy and focus. By syncing with natural cycles instead of working against them, energy remains steady and sustainable. 3. Turning routine actions into energy boosters. Energy isn't just built through intense practices. It's hidden in daily actions. Small changes in routine can create compounding effects over time. Hydration as an energy tool. Water conducts electrical signals in the body. Drinking structured or mineral-rich water enhances cellular energy absorption. To nutrient timing, certain foods provide stable energy, healthy fats, proteins, while others cause spikes and crashes. Sugar, processed carbs. Breathing awareness. Most people breathe shallowly, limiting oxygen intake. Simply consciously breathing deeper throughout the day keeps energy levels high. By stacking these small shifts into daily life, they accumulate into effortless energy renewal. 4. Expanding energy through purpose. Energy isn't just a physical or mental function. It's deeply tied to meaning and purpose. When actions align with personal values and vision, energy expands naturally. Passion fuels energy. When engaged in work or activities that feel deeply fulfilling, exhaustion disappears. Service amplifies energy. Giving and contributing create a sense of abundance, which naturally renews energy. Personal growth sustains energy. Stagnation drains energy, while continuous learning and self-expansion create momentum. Living in alignment with a greater purpose creates a self-replenishing energy system, making exhaustion a thing of the past. This isn't just about feeling energized. It's about operating at a level where energy becomes limitless, effortless, and constantly available. Energy isn't just personal, it's interconnected. The people, environments, and collective beliefs around us shape our energy levels in ways we don't always notice. By consciously aligning with high-frequency energy fields, energy becomes more abundant and sustainable. 1. The science of collective energy. Studies in quantum physics suggest that everything is connected through an underlying energy field. This means the energy of the people around you has a direct impact on your own state. A group energy amplification. Being in the presence of high-energy individuals creates an uplifting effect, similar to how a tuning fork vibrates when placed near another of the same frequency. Emotional contagion. Just as laughter spreads in a room, so does energy. Surrounding yourself with inspired, growth-focused individuals naturally elevates your energy. Environmental energy influence. The energy of a space matters. Cluttered, stagnant environments drain energy, while open, light-filled spaces enhance it. Choosing the right environments and communities acts as an energy multiplier, making sustained high energy effortless. 2. Aligning with high-frequency thought patterns. Thoughts are vibrational energy. What you focus on expands. Shifting thought patterns consciously changes the energy field you resonate with. A gratitude as an energy amplifier. Gratitude shifts focus from lack to abundance, instantly raising energetic frequency. Releasing resistance. Holding on to past regrets or worries creates an energy block. Letting go frees up energy for the present. A future visioning. Envisioning desired outcomes in vivid detail creates an energetic match to that reality, making it easier to sustain motivation and focus. By maintaining high-energy thought patterns, energy remains expansive and self-sustaining. 3. Using movement to tap into energy fields. Physical movement isn't just about fitness, it's an access point to higher energy states. In rhythmic movement, activities like dance, walking, or even synchronized group exercises align body and mind with natural energy flows. Energy work practices, Tai Chi, Qigong, and certain breathwork techniques allow for direct connection to energy fields beyond the individual body. The nature connection. Walking barefoot on the earth, grounding, or spending time in nature recharges bioelectrical energy, reducing stress and restoring balance. Tuning into these external energy sources creates a continuous, renewable energy loop, preventing depletion. Mastering energy isn't just about personal habits. It's about understanding the larger energy field we exist in and learning to align with it consciously. Most people struggle with energy manipulation not because it's difficult, but because 3 specific barriers keep them from fully accessing their potential. These barriers aren't random. They're deeply ingrained through societal conditioning, fragmented teachings, and even personal fears. Recognizing them is the first step toward breaking free. Barrier number 1. Conditioned disbelief and societal programming. From an early age, people are taught that energy work isn't real, that intuition is just coincidence, and that only external forces dictate reality. This programming serves a purpose. It keeps people disconnected from their inner power. Educational systems. Science classes focus on the material world, ignoring the energetic components of existence. Religious and cultural influences. Many belief systems discourage personal power over energy, placing control in external authorities. Media and skepticism. Movies, news, and even online discussions often label energy work as fantasy or pseudoscience, reinforcing doubt. This disbelief forms an internal block. Even when people try energy techniques, subconscious programming causes resistance. Breaking free starts with questioning these ingrained beliefs and allowing direct experiences to reshape understanding. Barrier number 2. Fragmented techniques that only work partially. Another major reason people fail to master energy is that most teachings are incomplete. Many energy practices provide only fragments of the full picture, leading to slow progress or inconsistency. Surface-level practices. Popular meditation and energy exercises focus on relaxation but ignore the deeper mechanics of energy flow. Contradictory systems. Some traditions emphasize stillness, others emphasize movement. Without understanding how they fit together, people get stuck. Commercialized spirituality. Many energy courses sell vague concepts but leave out key methods, keeping people dependent on external guidance. True mastery comes from integrating various techniques into a cohesive system rather than relying on isolated methods. Barrier number 3. Fear of your own power. The final barrier is internal resistance, a deep, often subconscious fear of what true energy mastery means. This fear manifests in different ways. A fear of change. True energy control leads to shifts in perception, habits, and even relationships. Many resist this transformation. A fear of responsibility. When people realize they have the power to shape reality, it also means accepting responsibility for their thoughts, actions, and emotions. The fear of the unknown. Energy mastery requires stepping beyond conventional understanding, which can feel unsettling at first. Acknowledging this fear is crucial. Once it's recognized, it loses its hold, allowing for a breakthrough in energy perception and manipulation. These barriers aren't permanent. They are constructs that dissolve with awareness and practice. Once they're removed, energy becomes something that flows effortlessly rather than something that feels out of reach. Overcoming the obstacles to energy mastery isn't about learning more techniques. It's about unlearning limitations and integrating the right principles. Here's how to dismantle each barrier and step into your full energetic potential. Step 1. Reprogram your mind for energy awareness. Since societal conditioning blocks energy perception, the first step is to rewire your beliefs and retrain your awareness. Question your assumptions. Start by examining what you've been taught about reality, energy, and human potential. Ask yourself, what if energy work is real, but I've been trained not to see it? Direct experience over theory. Instead of debating whether energy is real, test it. Try exercises like feeling the space between your palms or sensing the energy of a room before entering. Immersion in high-energy environments. Spend time in nature, ancient temples, or places with strong energetic fields to heighten your sensitivity. This shift in awareness lays the foundation for deeper energy work. Step 2. Unify energy practices into a cohesive system. Fragmented teachings lead to inconsistency. The solution is to combine techniques that enhance each other rather than treating them as separate systems. A breathwork as the foundation. Conscious breathing amplifies all other energy practices. Techniques like cyclic hyperventilation, Wim Hof method, deep belly breathing, or alternate nostril breathing create an immediate shift. Physical energy flow, practices like Qigong, Tai Chi, or dynamic movement meditations help unblock stagnant energy. A mental focus and intention. Visualization and focus direct energy, turning abstract concepts into tangible experiences. Instead of relying on random techniques, create a daily structure that integrates these elements into a fluid practice. Step 3. Face and dissolve the fear of your own power. The biggest shift happens when you stop resisting your own power. Instead of fearing transformation, embrace it as a natural process. Observe the fear without reacting. When fear arises, don't suppress it. Instead, ask, what am I really afraid of? Often, the mind fears stepping into the unknown, but once you expose this illusion, it loses its grip. Incremental expansion. Take small steps toward energy mastery rather than forcing a sudden awakening. Each realization builds confidence. Embodied power versus egoic power. True mastery isn't about control over others. It's about alignment with natural energy laws. This understanding removes fear and makes energy flow effortless. The key is commitment. Once these barriers are dismantled, energy work stops feeling like a struggle and starts becoming a natural extension of your being. Mastering your energy isn't about acquiring new abilities. It's about tapping into what's already within you and refining your awareness. Once you've cleared the barriers, here's how to elevate your energy practice to a profound level. Energy isn't something you force. It's something you tune into. The more you refine your perception, the more effortlessly you'll work with it. A subtle awareness practices. Pay attention to the tingling, warmth, or pressure in your hands when you hold them close together. Notice the shifts in your body when entering different environments. Energetic listening. Instead of just thinking, learn to listen with your whole body. How does a place feel? How does a person's presence affect you? The more you tune in, the clearer your perception becomes. Daily energy scanning. Before bed, mentally scan your body. Where does energy feel blocked or dense? Where does it feel vibrant? This simple habit builds energetic self-awareness. Rather than seeing yourself as separate from energy, recognize that you are constantly interacting with universal forces. Sync with nature's rhythms. Align your practices with natural cycles. Meditate at sunrise. Ground yourself with the earth. Harness the stillness of the night for deep insights. Attune to the energy of others. Whether in conversation or a crowded space, notice how your energy shifts. Instead of resisting, learn to regulate your state so you stay centered. Use symbols and archetypes. Throughout history, symbols like the Sri Yantra, Tree of Life, or geometric mandalas have been used to structure and focus energy. Integrating these into meditation or visualization can amplify your connection to higher frequencies. At the highest levels, energy work becomes effortless. It moves through you rather than being something you try to control. A shift from doing to being. Rather than constantly trying to manipulate energy, simply allow it to move through you. Relaxation and surrender often create stronger results than forceful effort. An effortless manifestation. When your energy is in harmony, intentions materialize naturally. There's no need to struggle. The right opportunities, insights, and synchronicities unfold organically. Living as an energy conduit. The ultimate mastery isn't about isolated practices. It's about integrating energy awareness into your entire life. Every thought, movement, and interaction becomes a conscious exchange of energy. At this stage, energy is no longer something you work on. It becomes a way of being. When you fully integrate energy awareness into your daily life, everything shifts. You no longer feel disconnected from your experiences, but rather in sync with the flow of life itself. This final stage is about embodying your energy mastery effortlessly. Instead of making decisions purely from logic or impulse, let energy be your compass. Pay attention to how different choices feel. Does something bring expansion and lightness, or does it create heaviness and resistance? Follow the path of least resistance. When energy moves smoothly towards something, it's often a sign you're aligned with it. Struggle and stagnation signal a need for adjustment. Trust inner signals. Your intuition speaks through sensations, synchronicities, and gut feelings. The more you honor these cues, the more precise they become. Release attachment to outcomes. Energy moves most freely when you're not forcing results. Set intentions, take inspired action, but remain open to unexpected possibilities. Maintaining a high energy state isn't about being constantly on. It's about staying balanced and nurturing your energy consistently. Protect your energy. Set boundaries with people, places, and habits that drain you. Not everything deserves your attention. Daily energy hygiene. Just as you shower your body, cleanse your energy. Practices like meditation, grounding, and breathwork help you reset. Stay in a state of flow. Engage in activities that naturally elevate your energy. Creative expression, movement, time in nature, or deep conversations that uplift your spirit. Everything shared in this video isn't about giving you something new. It's about reminding you of what's already within you. Energy manipulation isn't a rare gift or an exclusive skill. It's your birthright. A quick recap of the 3 hidden secrets. 1. Energy circulation. You don't need to generate energy, you need to keep it moving. Stagnation blocks flow, while proper circulation unlocks untapped potential. 2. Frequency modulation. Your state of consciousness dictates the frequency you emit. By shifting it deliberately, you change the reality you experience. 3. Intention amplification. Power isn't just in setting an intention. It's in structuring and energizing it in a way that makes it unstoppable. The next step is in your hands. Knowledge without action changes nothing. Energy mastery is built through consistent practice, not just understanding concepts. The techniques shared in this video are not theories. They're meant to be used. If you're ready to fully integrate this into your life, commit to even 5 minutes a day of practice. Engage with this community. Share your experiences, ask questions, and refine your skills together. If you want a structured path, check the description for resources that will help you apply this knowledge step by step. Everything you seek, clarity, empowerment, transformation, is already within you. The only question left is, are you ready to claim it? Your energy, your reality. This knowledge isn't meant to be stored away and forgotten. It's meant to be lived, experienced, and expanded upon. The way you use energy shapes not just your personal reality, but the world around you. Everything shared in this video was once considered forbidden knowledge, hidden in ancient texts or kept within elite circles. Now you have it. And the biggest secret of all? No one can take it from you. Transformation doesn't happen through grand gestures or occasional effort. It happens through daily practice, small shifts, and conscious awareness. Start with what resonates. Even if you only apply one technique, it will shift your energy. Trust your experience over external noise. The more you practice, the more undeniable the results will become. Stay connected. Engage in discussions, refine your approach, and keep expanding your understanding. If this video shifted your perspective, the next step is to go even deeper. There's an entire unseen structure behind reality that ties energy manipulation to wealth, relationships, and physical well-being. And it's time to break that down. A new video is on its way, revealing exactly how to apply these techniques to create real, measurable results in specific areas of your life. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. You've always had this power. Now it's yours to use.